Good morning, guys. Got up for a nice Sunday ride with a couple of my friends. New destination. The map shows an hour 9 minutes. We'll be there by 7:32. I kind of missed meeting the team at the starting point, and as always, I said I'm going to come on my own. So I'm heading on my own. It's not too much of fun when you have a group, because riding in group is always fun. And again, so I've got my brake pads changed finally. As I said, after carefully considering all the options, talking to people, I've gone ahead with the Brembo brake pads. It's a tad bit more expensive than the EBC, but some of the complaints people using EBC was that there's a squeaking noise that starts to come after some time, and also the bites are pretty sharp. I mean, which is good, but they can actually affect the rotors, and I don't want to take any chance with the rotors of the bike. So last time when I'd gone, last Saturday when I'd gone to get my brake pads changed, I met a fellow rider there who rides exactly the same bike, which is a BMW 1250 GSA Adventure, but he's got a Rally Edition. The Rally Edition is nothing but a slightly different paint scheme. And the service advisor said, look, I'm going to introduce you to a gentleman out here whose brake pads, the rear brake pads, lasted a good 12,000 kilometers, and he still hasn't changed them. And for me, my brake pads gave away at about 5,800 odd kilometers. So I was shocked. I said, yeah, I'd love to meet this gentleman, and I'll probably make up another fellow rider. So I got introduced to this gentleman, and he actually said he's done 12,000 some odd kilometers, and he's still running with the stock brake pads, the rear ones, and so is the front ones as well. They're all intact. And I was shocked. I said, so how did you manage to get 12,000 kilometers? And he says, very simple. You don't use your rear brakes. I mean, there's no need for you to use the rear brakes. And I was surprised, because from the school of thought I come is you apply both the brakes together, and sometimes you've got to unlearn these practices, right? So ever since I've been riding, I've always been advised that you must apply both the brakes if you want to bring the bike to a standstill. Now the reason with technology, things change, right? And BMW, the 1250 GSA I'm riding, I'm told, and the service advisor also told me, that it's got something called combi braking. So when you apply the front brakes, 30% of that goes to the rear brakes as well. So technically what it means is that you don't necessarily have to use your right foot to jam on those rear brakes. You apply brakes, front brakes, and it'll automatically slow down the wheels at the rear as well, which is quite interesting. And then if you want to further reduce the speed of the bike, then use what's called engine braking. There you go, that's engine braking, and that should further bring down your speed. So this is what I learned, and I said I'm going to start practicing it. So as I'm riding, I kind of did a ride last Sunday, which I didn't record, of course. But on the last Sunday ride, last Sunday I did a ride, and all throughout my ride, I only used my front brakes and consciously start learning about engine braking. So, I'm quite influenced by the book called Atomic Habits. So basically, these small changes that you make eventually will help you become a much better rider, not just in terms of the way you enjoy the bike, but also in terms of how you safely ride the bike, right? While I'm still getting used to it, every time I want to brake, it's subconscious, right, or conditioned reflex, as we call it, is my right foot gets activated quickly, and it tries to reach to the brake lever, and then I have to kind of consciously pull it back. It'll take me a while, but I'll get there pretty soon. But of course, it does not mean that you're not going to use your rear brake at all, right? When you really are in a panic, and the only way that is to stop the bike to avoid any impact, go for it. But for most part, you should be good with engine braking and the front brake. And I tried that last Sunday, and I was quite successful. So this Sunday again, I'm going to try doing that. Fortunately, it is not raining, but even if it rains, it's fine. I now have my rain jacket and pant. Ek taraf pani, ek taraf haryali. This awesome, lovely. We've got 10 more minutes to reach the destination. So I've got a 1250 GS. This is the trophy edition. Then you've got a 1250 GSA, the rally edition. Yeah, it was a nice breakfast ride. Really like the breakfast in this hotel. The trophy edition right behind me. Now, we don't have too many bikes, and I always like it this way. Just a couple of people are good enough, right? 3 to 4 people. The one that just zoomed past, that is Z900, and the one before that is the 1250 GSA. My lights on, right? Hazard lights, okay. Yeah, the same bike as mine, as the rally one. Lovely. He's taken the key, is it? Yeah. Oh God, calling him? Okay.
Normally we ride with these people itself.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice, yeah. Yeah.
Or else, अगर बाहर जाता हूँ तो I go solo.
Solo.
Or else these people, they are planning for Tadoba also.
Tadoba.
Overnight stay.
Yeah, that's a nice place to go actually.
Welcome back.
There. God.
Yo.
So the BMW 1250 GS Trophy Edition, what happened is that because they exchanged the keys, and it comes with a, you know, the BMW 1250 has got a key which is remote, right? I mean, so bike was off, and once they've exchanged the bikes, the owner of the trophy actually took another bike and went off, and he had the key fob in his pocket. So this guy got stranded because obviously now it won't start because the key is not in range. The wind, and then the guy, you know, who owns the bike came back, gave him the key fob, and now we're heading back.